Hey, what's up, all you beautiful people? I want to talk to you guys about what happened to me tonight, but I also, with these videos, am trying to make it where if I talk about any topic whatsoever, I'll get 300, 400, 500 views, and it doesn't matter the topic. I'm just on YouTube to try to build a little bit of an audience, so if you guys like my content, you come back every time you see I make a video and you watch it, not because of the topic, but because you like my personality. You like me for me. So that is why I make these videos, because I want to eventually be like Sexy Phil or Timothy De La Ghetto or More Bad Ideas or Chase on Two Wheels. Those guys can literally talk about taking a dump in a porta potty and get 400,000 views with 60,000 comments. It's just because they've built an audience over the years, and that's what they do. They can do anything they want and they'll get massive views. So I just wanted to bring that to you guys' attention. That's one thing I really want to do, is grow this channel to a point where I can upload anything and you guys will love it for what it is. So let's get into today's story. What is up, all you beautiful people? Welcome back to another car vlog. I don't really have a topic for today's video. I really don't. What I want to say is, for the very first time at this restaurant, I did try some what would you call it, ramen place with a friend of mine that she picked out the place. She said, hey, you want to try this authentic Japanese ramen place? And I've never had ramen besides those like little crappy like cup of noodles or whatever you buy at the store that's like unflavorful and like trash and not delicious. You know those places. Or I should say, you know those crappy ones you buy at like the grocery store for like cheap, right? Well, the thing is, I was looking at the menu and the curry one stood out to me. There was like a fried chicken one, there was a curry one, and you know me, if you know me personally, I'm the kind of person who likes spicy stuff, right? So I was looking at the curry one because I was like, okay, it has piece of the chicken in there, and it has other things that were flavorful. It had hard-boiled egg and other things that I found delicious. So I was like, oh, okay, I'll just get the curry one. And there's either a mild, medium, or hot. And like I'll tell you, I'm a guy who likes spicy stuff. I like horseradish. I like srirachas, jalapenos. Occasionally, I'll eat habanero peppers every now and then. So I'm more like, I grew up on Mexican food and I enjoy that kind of heat level. So typically I'm like, okay, she's like, do you want medium or hot or mild? And I was like, well, I've never had curry before. And I was telling this to my friend and to the person that was the waiter, and she goes, oh, so you probably want the mild. And I'm like, haha, mild? I'll take the heat level hot. And she goes, are you sure? I'm like, yeah, I usually eat like sriracha and stuff. And she goes, oh, this is another heat. This is a different type of heat compared to what you normally get in like a Hispanic dish. And I'm like, yeah, okay. Like, I'm thinking to myself, yeah, a lot of restaurants have told me over the past years, oh, this heat is hot. It's heat. It's hot. It's hot. It's hot. It's hot. It's hot. Oh my God, it's gonna kill you. And realistically, it's never done anything. It was like, this is Cajun. It's like eating ketchup. Like, that's what it tasted like most times. So I end up taking a big, really? No turn signal either? So I end up taking a big spoonful of the broth and whatnot, and I was like, oh my God, like, oh, damn, that's hot. And the people I was with, she was like, I told you it was hot. And she seemed to be drinking a lot of water, but she wasn't saying nothing. Then she looked at me and goes, "You can't handle it. You're struggling to eat it." And I'm like, "I'm not struggling. I'm like, I like the flavor. It was like really flavorful. Like the heat level wasn't like burning your face off. It was more like, it was really hot, but it was very, very flavorful. And that's one thing I love when it comes to heat. You know, I love when it's like flavorful hot, not, I'm gonna kick you in the face and burn your face off like eating like a ghost pepper with like nothing. It's just ghost pepper heat. And it was like tremendously flavorful. And like I said, I've never really had authentic ramen noodles. And I'll tell you this, I know ramen is so disgustingly bad for you. It's so fattening. It's so high in sodium. It's one of the worst things you can eat. So, after eating it, I was just covered in sweat. My nose was dripping. I was like, my lips were on fire. And she goes, "You shouldn't have got the hot." And I'm like, it's not that bad. She goes, "Oh, I can tell you're drinking a lot of water." And normally, I don't drink a lot of water when I eat jalapenos and horseradish and sriracha. I don't. And this was on like a whole nother heat level. Brad was just sitting across the table like, she's like, "I love when people think they love spicy stuff, and then when they go out with me and I go to a place that has really extremely hot stuff, and you try it and you can see the person suffering just to eat the food." But I will say this, the ramen you get at like the grocery store is so much different than what you get at a restaurant. It's so different, okay? And the curry, like I said, I never had before, was way hotter than I expected, okay? Like, my family knows me, my friends know me, that when I go out, I get the hot, spicy dishes. I get the jalapenos on the pizza, I get the jerk chicken, I get the dishes with like the sriracha in there, the dishes with like the cayenne pepper and that kind of heat. But curry is just another level that I never had, but it's a different heat level. That was one of the things when I ate, I was like, wow, that's a level of heat that I wouldn't want to eat all the time. It's like Daniel Cormier said, the UFC fighter, there's different levels to this shit. There's different levels to it. There's different heat levels. And that's a heat level I don't want to go to anymore. But, like I said, guys, that was my story of what happened about like an hour ago. And I wanted to share it with you guys. But as always, I'm Trevor. And I'll see you guys in the next one. So remember to rate, comment, and subscribe. And thanks for stopping by and enjoying the ride.